Good morning, all. I am Mrs. Sim Patil, and today I am going to teach you the entrepreneurship development. In that, I will give the introduction part, or you can call it as a introductory of entrepreneurship. So, first, what is meant by entrepreneur? So, entrepreneur is a person who run the enterprise. So, basically, you can call it as entrepreneur is a person who make the business. So, for that, we need to understand the definition of entrepreneurship. So, entrepreneurship is nothing but it is one process where we will identify the business opportunity, or you can tell we will identify the market gap in recent trend, and after identifying the business opportunity, the required resources we can organize, and by that we will establish one venture or the enterprise, and that term we call it as a entrepreneurship. So in simple language we can tell it as entrepreneurship is the process of identifying business opportunity, organizing the resources, taking risk, and establishing a venture to generate profit and value. So, in this, there are three, four terms. One is business opportunity. So, what is meant by business opportunity? So, for example, in COVID pandemic, we know there are some business opportunities have been created. For example, in COVID pandemic, sanitization was required. For that, sanitary bottles are made, then masks are required, and also some oxygen plants have been planted. So these are the business opportunities. So we need to identify the business opportunities, and after that we need to make some venture. This first term is the business opportunity. Business opportunity is nothing but we need to identify the market gap. Next is the organizing resources. So after finding out the opportunity or the market gap, we need to find out what are the resources required for building the venture. So for example, organizing resources is nothing but we need to raise the fund, as well as manpower is required, and also technology is required. So these are the resources which we need to organize. So resources may be manpower, money, or it may be a technology. So these are the organizing resources. And also entrepreneur, or you can call a business person, he also have the ability to take risk. Without risk there is no any business. So he must need to take calculated risk, and also establishing a venture to generate profit and value to the venture. So that is nothing but a entrepreneurship. So in simple language you can take it as entrepreneurship is starting and managing business by taking risks and organizing efforts to make profit and solve problems. So it is nothing but if you find any opportunity, then you need to just organize the efforts, which efforts means the whatever the resources required for that, and after that start one business and also manage that one by giving the efforts and also making the venture profit as well as value creation. Is it clear? So, after knowing the definition, we need to understand the key elements of entrepreneurship, or we can call it as key factors which are required for the entrepreneurship. In that, first one is the opportunity recognition. Opportunity recognition. Second one is risk taking and decision making. Third one is innovation and value creation. Fourth one is resource mobilization, and last one is business planning and execution. In that, first one is opportunity recognition. As I told you, opportunity recognition is very much important. After that only we can decide which type of business we need to provide. So for that, opportunity recognition is nothing but the ability to identify unavailable needs. So unmet needs we need to understand, or the market gaps. So already in market some products are there, but there is a gap. Maybe it may be related to the rate, or it may be related to quality, or it may be related to some facility. So for example, when you consider the gadgets, in gadgets there are some facilities in some product and there are another facilities in some product. So in between that we can find the gap and we can made one product. And also related to the cost, some products are very high and some products are very low. High products are having higher quality and low products are having maybe lower quality. So in between that we can generate one product that may be little bit costlier as well as giving the proper facilities or the quality. So such type of condition or the gaps we can call it as a unmet gaps or the unmet needs of the customer. So we need to identify the unavailable needs, or maybe you can call it as a there is no any such products that we can produce, or market gaps. As I told you, there may be a gap between the products, so we can identify that and that we can turn into business opportunity. So for example, in COVID-19 I already told you, so some entrepreneurs started small scale sanitizer products and you need to meet sudden demand creating a profitable venture. So in COVID pandemic there are different ventures have been started. One is the sanitary bottles, next is the oxygen plants and also the masks. So these are the some opportunities which are available at that time. So same way we can find out the opportunities and we can generate the product or we can give the services to the customers. That is the first point, that is opportunity recognition. Next is the risk taking and decision making. So it is also a key element of an entrepreneur. So if he has the ability to take the risk as well as make the decisions. So for example, when you are making any business, you don't know the what the future holds for us. So for that purpose we need to take the risk. Uncertainties are there in business, so without thinking much we need to take the calculated risk and also make the decisions. For example, uh, in Flipkart was launched when the internet was very slow. In that time internet was not using very much, but they have established a e-commerce platform, and because of that e-commerce platform now they are successful. But at that time they have taken risk as well as on that basis they have made the decision. And also they have made one COD option is there, that is cash on delivery. So cash on delivery may be a they risk, because cash on delivery means after getting the product customer will give the money. So it may be some misconceptions may be there, so, but also they have introduced that one, that is nothing but a risk taking and decision making. Next is the innovation and value creation. It is the third key element of entrepreneurship, that is introducing new ideas or the methods to create value and solve customer problem uniquely. So whenever you are making any business, there may be a some creativity is required or the innovation must be there, and also by doing the innovation we can add the value to that product. For example, when you consider the four wheelers, nowadays Tesla is very demanding. So because in Tesla there is a one option or the one facility that is self-driving. Because of that the vehicle cost is more, and by that innovation they have created the value or increased the value of that product. So by introducing the innovation and value creation we can make business profitable. For example, Zomato began by uploading restaurant menu online, a novel service that helped users and restaurants alike. Because of that customers will know the rate of that particular dish as well as they can understand the what type of dishes are available in that restaurant, and because of that they will easily sort out which type of services they are required. So that is the innovation and value creation. Next, fourth one is the resources mobilization. Resources I have already told, that is money, manpower, technology. These are all the required, that is gathering and organizing necessary inputs like manpower, money, materials and technology. So for example, I have given in this slide, that is in 2016 two entrepreneurs are there, that is Sujata and Tanya Biswas. They have started one brand, that is Suta. It is a handloom brand they have created, and they have raised the funds via crowdfunding sponsors and built a supply chain of an eco-friendly clothing brand. So when you are doing any venture, you need to understand the resource mobilization as well as how we can collect the resources. That is also main important element for entrepreneurship. So they have raised the fund and they have collected the money from different sources. That is one type of a resource mobilization. And then last one is the business planning and execution. So whenever you are doing any entrepreneurship, there must be a business model, and according to that business model, you need to form some strategies, and formulating the strategies and implementing it effectively to run a successful business. So whenever you are doing the business planning, and according to that business planning and strategies, the execution must be there. If your business planning is different and your execution type is different, then the business will get lost. So for that purpose, the strategies must be done, and according to that strategies, implementation must be there. Thank you.